this channel right here, this channel right here, this channel right here, and this channel right here, but also this channel right here, you can see all of these YouTube channels or micro niche YouTube channels, they're still printing money from these micro niche YouTube channels. Now you might be thinking, how is this the case? Well, this isn't luck. All of these coaches are printing money by creating a micro niche YouTube channel, and just like one of the clients we worked with, Jacqueline, we helped her take advantage of Instagram and YouTube, create assets for both Instagram stories, YouTube videos, which allowed her to book 7 calls in 24 hours when we created an Instagram story sequence to actually convert the attention she had. Now this wasn't luck. No matter if you're in the niche of dropshipping, SMA, crypto, high ticket sales, Amazon FBA, whatever your niche is, having a micro niche channel will benefit you no matter what niche you're in, as long as you're selling a high ticket offer. And in this video, I'll be going through exactly how you can also take advantage of this and scale your coaching business to 50, 70, and 100K per month. So now first you need to understand, like, why do micro niche YouTube channels work so well? What is the logic behind it? Well, I'm going to be explaining the 4 main reasons. Number 1 is that you build trust at scale. Now, I can't stress this enough. We're in a trust recession, and people now, they don't buy casually. They're very Now, before we get into actually how you can start or scale your micro niche YouTube channel and create one to scale your coaching offer, you need to understand, why does building a micro niche YouTube channel work so well? How is it working so well in printing all of these coaching businesses so much money? Well, number 1, the reason is that it builds trust at scale. Now you need to understand that we're in a trust recession. People, your viewers and your audience, they don't buy casually. They know the people they should listen to, and they know the people they should really ignore. YouTube videos, niche down YouTube videos, you build trust at scale because it is reaching your targeted audience. In order for people to actually buy your coaching program, they first need to trust you enough to actually invest into you. Now, building trust one by one would take a lot of time. You don't have that much time, and plus that's a job, not a cold outreach or Instagram reels or whatever. They can't do. However, this job can be fulfilled by making micro niche YouTube videos. You can build trust at scale. People would have so much trust that they're ready to pay for you, or they're like really ready and so nurtured that they're ready to buy your program. So that's the thing. It builds trust at scale. Second thing is that it acts as a compound asset. Now you need to understand that a good acquisition system is a system that works without you actively working on it. So when you're sleeping or when you're doing other stuff whilst working on your without working on your business, these YouTube videos will convert for you. It's not like an Instagram reel where you just create a 60-second Instagram reel and it's gonna go down your page. Most likely people won't even see it again. It's a YouTube video. Each YouTube video you create is important. Third one is that high conversion rate. Now, since you're not going to your ideal client, they're coming to you, they're watching your YouTube videos, they're getting nurtured from your YouTube videos, they eventually end up booking a call. They're coming to you. That means they have already thought about the decision that they're going to make, or at least they're sure that they want to hop on a call with you to discuss what working with you would really look like. So the high conversion rate comes in this part, where is that since the person's coming to you, your ideal client is coming to you, you're not chasing them, you have the upper hand here. They're coming to you, you're not going to them. So the conversion rate is really high in this sense, because obviously a person thinks about hopping on a meeting with another individual before actually hopping on it. And the fourth point is that you act as a category, you make your own category and you eliminate competition. Now, what I mean by this is that usually if you're selling a coaching program or whatever, your offer is not unique in the sense that there are multiple people selling your same offer, have the same fulfillment process, whatever. But if you create micro niche YouTube videos, people will stop putting you in the category of like, oh, I have an option between this person and this person. Instead, you will create your own blue ocean market, in the sense that they won't put you in line and make you compete with other people. You wouldn't have to compete on price or whatever. You would have your own category. So the person would be your viewer would be thinking like only thinking about buying his or hers program, not someone else's. And that's where this thing really works out. Like, this is where it gets lethal, to the extent that you create your own blue ocean market. People are coming to you and they find you as the go-to solution, no one else. They don't consider anyone else. That means the only way they will actually alleviate their problem is by investing in your program. Now, this is the 4-part micro niche system that I'm about to show you, and I'm not going to overcomplicate it. It's extremely simple. You just need to take out, now if you're already watching this, that's amazing, but you just need to understand this and actually execute on this. If you need my help, then you could click the link in the description below and we can hop on a call. Anyway, the first thing is the content production system. Now, YouTube channel setup is pretty simple. Like, you need a banner. You don't even have to have a banner. Like over here, Mr. Welch, Jordan Welch doesn't have a banner. This guy also has a banner. Like, one of the people we've worked with, she doesn't have a banner. So you could have a banner, just keep it very simple. And then your YouTube description, like for example, over here, she tells about more about herself, what she does now, and how she is actually ready to help the other person scale. You can see who I help, the links like work with me, Instagram, X, email info, all of that stuff. It's not really that complicated. Just set up your YouTube channel, the description, like the channel description and the channel banner, plus the profile pic. It needs to be clear, like it shouldn't be like blurry or anything. The second thing is your idea to post Notion tracker. Now, this is something I gave to all of my clients. So you can see YouTube and you can see, look, idea. These are all of the ideas I have for my channel. The ones that are in the process of being scripted, the ones that are being filmed, like right now I'm filming this video, it's being filmed, the ones that are in the editing process, and then once it's done, you just move it. Like, for example, this, and then move it over here. But like, that's really how it goes. You jot down your idea over here. What's the idea? You jot it down. Then once it's in the scripting phase, you move it to the scripting phase, filming phase, editing phase, whatever. If you actually want this, you can message me on Instagram and I'll be generous and I'll give it to you, because usually this is reserved for my clients. That's the first part. It's idea to post Notion tracker. Just jot down all of the ideas you have, and whatever stage that they're in, keep on moving it so the workflow is pretty smooth. Now, for thumbnails, you can see previous performers on your channels. Like, for example, if there's a thumbnail that performed extremely well on your channel, if there's a video, you can analyze the thumbnail. What are the components? Maybe the thumbnail has some numbers in it, or it has a certain word in it. Like, how many words does it have? What facial expression you're making? Just basically the thumbnail itself, and you can recreate it for the latest video that you're going to make. You can also see your competitors. So while you're searching for the ideas, which I'm going to tell you later, you can also see what thumbnails they're using, like how does it look like, and then you can reuse them for, like, you can obviously add your own touch and take it as inspo to create your own thumbnails. But I recommend my clients and anyone who's watching this to batch record sessions, because obviously if you're a coach, you're extremely busy, you have the client calls and fulfilling all of that stuff. So if you want to spend 2 hours a month creating content and like want everything else handled for you, like, we can do it for you. So you can check the like description. But if you want to handle it yourself, I recommend like batch recording everything. So you just sit down, take out 2 to 3 hours out entire month and record a month's worth of content. Let's say you're posting 4 videos a month. Take out 2 to 3 hours and actually film those 4 videos. You're all set for the month ahead. So batch recording sessions. The media pipeline is like raw. Let me just zoom in. You have a raw video. You have a raw video. Once that raw video is complete, like if you have an edit or anything, goes from a raw video to edited footage, and then obviously you have revisions and stuff, and then final video. And you can basically create this media pipeline on Drive, have each folder set up, and then create folders accordingly. So that's the first part, content production system. It's pretty simple. The second part is, and this is like 80% of like this, you need to get this right. This is what will yield you 80% of the results, is competitor analysis and outlier videos. Now first, before you actually get into competitor analysis, you need to understand to have unique positioning and or have a unique mechanism. Now what I mean is that the way you position yourself matters. Maybe you have a specific background you record in, for example mine, maybe like for example William Brown, he holds a coffee cup whilst he's speaking in almost every single YouTube video he creates. So that's like his unique positioning in the sense. It could be the clothes you wear, the accessories you wear, anything that just positions you differently, or it could be your unique mechanism. For example, in like the company I have, MediaFlow, we help you create a social acquisition funnel. For example, Breast Skills, his thing is freelance brand scaling. So you get the point. Just have a unique mechanism and just keep on saying it in every single YouTube video. You need to decide your content style. Would you be doing talking head, highly edited, no editing, Miro board videos like the one I'm doing right now, iPad style, all of that stuff? Just like understand what content style you want to go with, and once it works extremely well, maybe you can like test out or something, and the one that works extremely well, you should double down on it, because obviously that means the viewers are actually liking how the content is presented. Now cross niche research. Now for example, let's say you're in the high ticket sales niche. You don't have to see other high ticket sale coaches to create content. You can just search something in the dropshipping niche, let's say, and you could be like, for example, let me find a video, how to start dropshipping in 2026 step by step for beginners. You could do how to start high ticket sales in 2026 step by step for beginners. You could the video, right, for example, quit dropshipping if you want to be rich in 2025. You could do, let's say, quit your AI agency, or quit freelance brand scaling, or high ticket sales. Whatever niche you're in, you don't have to be limited to that niche. You can search up other niches to actually do cross niche research and take outlier videos, which I'm going to help you find later on in this video, and just use it for your channel. Now, outlier video strategy. This is extremely simple, and the key about this is that in order to find outlier videos and actually execute on them before the wave dies, you need to be constantly in the trenches and actually be actively searching for these outlier videos. And like I said, if you want us to do all of this process for you, so you would have a lot of things off your table, then you can click the link in the description below. But anyway, you need to download an extension called vidIQ. So this is the extension right here, vidIQ, and you can see once you download this extension, it will show you like this part, which it's a 100x outlier, meaning that you should do it. Ideally, you should find something that was like 2-3 months ago, like max, because that means like the wave is still there. You shouldn't pick, really you should pick something like 1 year or 2 years, unless it's like 100x outlier, 15x outlier, unless it shows the red button. You can see this is an outlier video. We take this idea and just tailor it to whatever niche you're in. For example, how to achieve anything effortlessly. This is an outlier and it's 1 month ago. So if you see other people are honestly doing the same thing, but like tailoring it to their niches, let's say around like 4 to 5-ish people, then you can replicate this idea, because you know there's demand for this idea. People are actually replicating it and it's working out well for them. So you do the same thing. The third step is basically having a content funnel. A content funnel, top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. Now for the top of the funnel, it attracts your like dream follower, dream subscriber, instead of your ICP. Like for example, and it's like, it can be related to your niche, sometimes it isn't, but it's just like content that gets attention, preferably in your niche. So for example, we could do, this is how I'd get rich ASAP if I was starting over again. So this is a top of the funnel video, because it doesn't really explain what type of business model or anything like that. It's just for anyone, even for a person who's starting, a beginner, or even for like a person who's like 5K per month, 10K per month, a day in the life of a 7-figure business owner in Dubai. That is like top of the funnel, because obviously it's day in life. I wouldn't really recommend doing a lot of day in life. This is like a one-time thing, which is good. The second part is middle of the funnel. Now middle of the funnel is where you actually go into the business model, and like it's like explainer videos, step-by-step guides, blueprints, all of that stuff, explaining the AI service I sell to make 14K per month at 22. He's basically elaborating more on the business model itself. Like, yeah, so middle of funnel content is content that explains more about the business model and explains more about like what you actually do. Bottom of the funnel content is it targets a specific problem you're facing. It targets a specific problem your ICP is facing and actually addresses it and makes a video about it. For example, it could be how to script a YouTube video to get high ticket clients. Most people don't know how to actually script a YouTube video to garner attention that is their audience and also filter it out so that people can convert. So that's the problem, and I created a video regarding that problem. Now the fourth thing is the conversion process. Now this is honestly extremely simple. The conversion process is extremely simple, and since you've done a good job in attracting attention, nurturing it by the micro niche YouTube videos you create, the conversion process is pretty simple, since people convert when they think the time is right for them. There's no forcefully converting them, so you have a higher conversion rate. Like I said, the description setup is pretty simple. For example, if you go on my description, if you're making 20K per month and you want me to help you book 10 or 30 calls per month for your coaching, consulting, or service-based business done for you, then click over here, and then you click over here. For example, for one of the people we work with, you could go on this description, and she leads you first to we lead them first to the full course, the free course video she has on her channel, so person can be nurtured more on this. And then she's running a challenge funnel so people can actually join that. What I do is I lead them to a VSL, so you can check out the VSL over here, check out the results, and if you want to book a call. So that's the first step. You can lead them to a VSL and then prompt them to book a call, or you can just tell them to have your Calendly link in the description straight up, so people can just click on it and then book a call straight away. Whatever suits you best, whatever suits your ideal client best. Anyway, that's the process of how you can actually create a micro niche YouTube channel that converts. And if you need my help in actually helping you build this channel and helping you get qualified sales calls for your coaching business, then you can click the link in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.